So Patreon has its benefits. I had a recent request from a Patreon asking me to compare the AOMAIS GO Mini versus the AOMAIS GO. Now this is the Big Daddy, the OG Go speaker. This thing is 30 watts. It has an 8,800 milliamp battery. You can use it. Wow, it has a mic right here. It's IPX7 certified or whatever that is. Yeah, you got a mic input right there with a volume. On this side, you can plug in your phone and charge it while you're on the go. You got your USB input right there. Then you got your 3.5 millimeter for the aux cable. And then you got a bunch of speakers up in this thing. It's fairly rugged. I wouldn't go dropping it nowhere, but it's fairly rugged. By the way, this thing is 30 watts. Now this one right here is 25 watts. It's got a bunch of little speakers in there, a couple of bass radiators on the front and back, same button layout and everything else. But now we dropped down to a 5,000 milliamp battery. And you cannot charge your phone with this, but you do have the aux cable input right there, and you don't have a mic input. So, you know, it is the Go Mini, so there's a lot less room for the extra stuff, but it packs a punch. As you can see from my review, these things pack a hard punch. But it's all about that sound, man. It's all about that sound, and especially that bass. You know what's up on this channel. So I got some Ryan Little already queued up to go for my comparison right here. So you see the size comparison. I've given you a little bit on the spec side, but it's all about the sound, and here we go. So this is probably, we're gonna say this is 70% volume on my phone. I'm gonna test them both at 70% and then both at 100%. So 70% volume right here. That's actually really low. But once you start cranking it up, okay, that was 70 and 100%. At 70, it's actually pretty low, and then you crank it up like 3 or 4 more clicks, and it gets really loud. All the instrumentation and everything stays pretty clear. I really do like the sound that comes out of this thing. It's a nice bright sound with great bass. Now let's go over to the Big Daddy, see how that works out. Okay, 70% is a lot louder. That's 100%. All right, I did notice something. With the Mini, every time you click the button, you definitely hear a volume change, especially from 70% to 100%. But here, from 70 to 100, once you hit the volume, once you click it twice, you stop hearing changes. There's probably 3 or 4 more clicks after that, and it doesn't sound like the sound levels change at all. So it's like it stops at one point, and then you can click all you want to it. It's not gonna change, but it gets mega loud. It is definitely louder overall than this one. Now at any volume, this one is bass heavier. And when I say that, I mean that I don't mean that it has more bass, like it sounds better. I mean it in a sense that it's kind of muddying up the mids and the highs a little bit. You can definitely tell the difference after listening to this one and then listen to this one. This one has way more clarity. This is definitely the better sounding speaker for overall music quality. This one is louder, but the sound quality is not as good. So there's your comparison. They're both the same price on Amazon. If you're looking for a more portable device, meaning that this one is smaller, but it definitely has better music quality, even at lower volumes, then I would definitely go with this one. But if you have to have the mic input and you want to charge your phone battery, go ahead and get this one because it has a much bigger battery and you got the mic input and the phone charge and stuff. Oh, and it's louder. So if you are outdoors and you need just a lot of sound, go ahead and get this one. Side by side, you can definitely tell which one sounds better. In my opinion, it's the Mini. But if you have one or the other, they're both gonna sound great. So that's my take on it. Me personally, I would go with the Mini, especially being the same price. But I ain't no expert on this stuff. I'm just doing sound comparisons based on a Patreon request. So remember, Patreon has its advantages. And before I get out of here, I'm gonna need you to tap on that like button, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all at the next one.